Oh, well, hey there. We got a little bit of a dilemma Thursday night on this channel. We have the Cleveland Browns competing with the Phish show. Phish kicking off their New Year's Eve run at MSG like they do every year. And some years there's a conflict with the Buckeyes on New Year's Eve. Not the case this year. I mean, the Buckeyes game Friday night, whatever. But the Browns game is actually means something this year. I can't believe it. This late in the season, and I kind of flaked out there at the end of the fall run with those Phish shows in Chicago, and now we're going to start out this run, and I do believe I'm going live with the Browns game, and then I'll just have to watch and listen to the Phish show after the game. Both going to be starting around the same time. I mean, I don't know, I might be able to check in on the show a little bit at halftime. Maybe the game will be such that it doesn't really matter. Hopefully we're talking about another Browns victory. And we are right in the throes of like a Flacco frenzy here, though, as a Browns fan, and around all of Ohio, really. Even Bengal fans starting to try to get in on this action. I see them, they're kind of eyeballing the bandwagon. Like, well, it all kind of went to hell with us when Burrow went down, and they're looking up north and seeing some things going on with Joe Flacco and the Cleveland... Flacco! I just like saying his name, too, a little bit. And look, if you're like, come on, man, this poor guy doesn't know how the story ends, does he? Well, look, I am a lifelong Browns fan. I would imagine the story ends with Flacco having a pretty pitiful game and a first-round playoff loss, if I were being realistic. But I'm not being realistic right now. This train is fucking flying down the tracks, and I am on board all the way. I mean, I'm already worried about what's going to happen next year when Flacco leads us to a Super Bowl. Yeah, us, by the way. It's we when they suck, or it's them when they suck. It's us when they kick ass, It's how it goes. Sorry. So, Phish fans, you'll just have to get up in the morning. You can always check out Wook Plus, obviously. They'll be doing the Phish recap live when the show ends. And then when you get up in the morning, I'll be there. I'm great with coffee. So, there we go. And then Friday night, I don't mean to bail on the Buckeyes, but that's a somewhat meaningless game. I could have it on mute in the background or something, really. But Flacco Mania is going to... It's going to trump the Phish show Thursday night. Now, unless things start to go horribly wrong and the New York Pillow Jets just come out on fire and I don't even want to watch the Browns game. Or if it ends like in a devastating loss. Although it's okay. They have a 99% chance of making the playoffs. But as a burned Browns fan, I'm like, I don't know, man. I wish it was 100%. That 99's good, but they could find a way. If there's a way, they could find it, maybe, to find their way out. All right, guys. Well, that about does it. I really just wanted to be like, hey, if you show up here Thursday night looking for the Phish recap and it's a Cleveland Browns game, forgive me. Like I said, we're in the middle of a Flacco frenzy here, and it's not often that the Cleveland Browns are playing in an important, meaningful game in late December. And, Phish, they're playing New Year's Eve in Madison Square Garden around this time every year. How many more years? I don't know. Hopefully... till they're 100. All right, guys, boom. I don't want to see them on stage when they're 100. Could you imagine? Ugh. All right, guys, boom. We're out of here. Go Browns. Go Bucks. And I don't even need to say go Phish. They're ready.